Let me start the stream. We are also back on streaming on TikTok, finally. I got a month on suspension for a game we streamed another time. And it's working. Oh yeah! Also, we increased the audio of the microphone, so now it should be louder. So we can hear everything. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so, and hello Fado! Welcome to the stream! So again, as always, the brief introduction. Critipedia is a list of personal critiques I have in games, and I note them down so I can explain them better. But of course, they have to be... I suppose they are subjective, but I try to explain my reasoning behind, so in a way, it has a meaning behind. So, the game for today is the last one. We need to look for other ones. It's An Adventure Awaits from Rex, or Hello Rex, or maybe Rex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know where the last 9 went. How did TikTok suspend you? Well, we played a game on Critipedia that was a semblance of Fear and Hunger, and there was one enemy that was without underwear. One enemy. And it was very small as well. I'm not body shaming, but it was also very small. I don't know how the algorithm got it like in 2 minutes, 3 minutes after the stream got blocked. Not body shaming though, not body shaming. 20 character limit 8, 9. Okay, and now makes more sense. I wonder if there's another trick for that. I don't see any way around. Still, usually I never comment on the game page, and I never check it because I want to play the game without knowing what it is about, if I can. Though I would strongly suggest to put screenshots in the game page, because like this, nobody knows what the game is supposed to be, how it looks, outside from reading. So the players usually are not incentivized to download it, let alone play it and give it some feedback. So screenshots are very much required to be seen. Anyway, we shall go on the game. Is the audio fine? Mine audio is not fine. Okay. Let me put the game, please. Too big. Wait, there is the other one. This one. A little better. Oh, yes. Here we are. An adventure awaits. Oh, I also suppose I need to... Oh, no, what did I press? I suppose I also need to set it up on the other platform, huh? Why is it so hard? We have the game here. Aha, okay. We kinda have it. A little bigger. No, I think it's fine. Nothing works. It's fine. Okay, here we are. So, here are the usual options, so we can start. The title screen is the same. Also, from what I saw, it's the first game of the developer. I keep forgetting to add screenshots. Well, I would suggest to try to add them now, because without them it's much harder to get players to try your game. Let's see. Presenter space, okay. It's the dialogue tutorial, I think it's okay. The Baron of Nature. He was the one ruling over all monsters. The one who made them fight humanity. He was the true evil. Okay, so intro wants to show us the antagonist, I suppose. Though the map is totally empty. I would suggest to try decorating more the maps, imagining what sort of scenario this should be. For example, the evil castle, or maybe the world map showing is conquering parts of the world. And from there, maybe add some items to decorate, like walls, windows, evil thrones. There's always the evil throne, right? After his death, humanity thought peace was finally restored. But suddenly, 15 years after his death, the monsters rose once again and sought out to kill anything and anyone. The king had the brilliant idea to make an event to minimize the monster population. Okay, this one is supposed to be a castle, which has more stuff than the other map for sure. Though, I don't know what was your idea. Because if the idea was to have like a minimal decoration, this does not really work. Because minimal is done with knowledge behind. Like, you cannot just not play stuff. I would still suggest to put decorations like guards, columns, again, some walls with windows. Because this doesn't seem like a castle. He advertised to everyone, teach your kids to fight for our survival. Okay, so training the heroes from the crib, I see. Make an event, put the kill all enemies command on it. It was this easy. Oh, hello Broken Studio, welcome. We are trying a RPG Maker game from the developer Hero Rex. I talk very slow or I comment very slowly, so I don't even know if we start playing. No, I'm kidding. We need everyone who's experienced in fighting. Even promised huge rewards to the top participants. It was settled. The king announced the event to start in 1 year. He sent out guards to train people, even sending swords to the less fortunate. Okay, so we have like... that's why we have default equipment. That's why every game has default equipment. There is a generous king that gives something to everyone, right? Sabaku stream! I hope I talk less than Sabaku, please. Give me at least that. Please stop calling me, stop calling me the Sabaku of RPG Maker, please. I'm definitely like 10 times faster, at minimum. King, that's called conscription. Wait. Forgive my vocabulary. It's an enlistment of men. Ah, okay, yeah. I was thinking about the military in that way, but I didn't know the meaning of the word, huh? Unfortunately, disaster struck again. 6 months in, the king was poisoned and died. His son took over. Okay, so I suppose one of the parents didn't like this, right? The new king tried to cancel the event, but it was too far in, fearing the backlash of he unwillingly let the event proceed. The backlash from who, exactly? People that hate the demons, but if they hate the demons, they would still work. I don't know, I know the game is trying to create a story, and for now, there is an idea behind. Though I'm not very convinced by this part of the story that was feels a little forced, maybe, that he doesn't want it, but he can't. Because the game didn't really show me this event as something that struck the heart of the people, that the people wanna wholeheartedly believe in. It's just an event the king declared 1 year, 6 months ago. The backlash from Twitter, oh, those toxic people again. Do you know the last thing? Now Twitter is killing each other over 2 buttons. Hello, ciao Axo, well, benvenuto, welcome, ha. Twitter is killing each other over 2 buttons. Like, there is the thing of You have two buttons. Everyone in the world gets to press one button. Have to press one button. The red button and the blue button. If more than half people press the blue button, everyone survives. If more than half people presses the red button, all the people who press the blue button will die. And people are killing each other metaphorically and with words. Because you know Twitter, right? If someone disagrees, he's Satan incarnated or something. The idea is the idea at the end is you press the blue button to save people that press the blue button to save everyone. Or you press the red button to survive 100% of the times. The idea is if you analyze it a little more, would you risk your life to save other people that wanted to risk their life? Let's make a poll. Here. And I will explain again. So, you can press the red or blue button. If you press the red button, you survive. If you press the blue button, if more than half of the people press the blue button, everyone survives. If less than 50% press the blue button, they all die. Only who press the red button will survive. So at the end, it's definitely something I don't have a clear answer right now. So it's I'm a little confused. Honestly, personally, I will press the red button because it means instant survival. Though on the other side, it means that a lot of people who tries to save other people die. Paradoxically, people who tries to be altruistic die. So in a way, we live in a world with less altruistic people. So that's something I'm not 100% sure, but personally I will go towards the red button. All people do on Twitter is pressing buttons anyway. Wait, is it meant to be a joke? That was pretty great. It's an old game theory concept. I never heard of it. Can't everyone just press red and survive? Yes, that's the base idea is that, but that means if everyone press the red button, who press the blue button would die. And you don't know what other people press. So you don't know if everyone pressed the red buttons, or if like 49% of people press the blue buttons to save each others, and so you need to help them, otherwise they die. You don't know. So you also gamble in that. In a way. Is everyone in the TikTok chat Italian? The algorithm as always. Altrita. Waldorf all'accento. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying to improve my English accent, but it's not that easy. I refreshed Reddit and got this card on top of the feed. Which card? Ah, okay. I cannot see here. Okay. I think we should resume the game. So, the new king cancelled the event of training every kid to fight monsters. That's the big plan. I'm missing though something maybe, because don't they already have heroes to fight them? Why kids? Maybe they want to train them from the young age to make them better. Maybe in this world there's the min-maxing and you need to train from young age to become the best fighter. I don't get why they don't send guards. Well, okay, you see, there are no guards. Maybe that's the thing. Oh, thanks for the good luck, Broken Studio Axo. They want to train everyone, including kids. Ah, okay. Then I missed that part. The new king needed to name the event. He was thinking, what could I name it? Maybe a clever pun? Why a clever pun? Or maybe I just name it King's Event? No, I don't want people to think I'm that full of myself. That's it, I found the name, the thing exclaimed. The event was to be named That's a great name! Can you hear me? It's gonna be one of those games, huh? Yes. Listen, I have an important message for you. Find the Alor Stone. Bring it to me and I will show you a world beyond any you can imagine. I will wait for you right where you wake up every day. Oh wait, you're talking to the protagonist who is sleeping maybe? What a name, what a name. Play the tutorial? Sure. I should be right. Why there is here Jin from Genshin Impact? Okay, maybe not from Genshin Impact. I can't move my legs. I guess he was right. Okay, I want to point out something. The protagonist is here in the corner below the portrait. When you have a scene, even if this is a introduction dialogue, not really a scene, I highly suggest always to try to focus on showing. What I mean is, the player should not distract themselves from the story. What I did here is, for a moment, I got distracted by the fact I don't see who's talking. And I had to look in the corner to find the character talking. So, in a way, it breaks the immersion, right? Having something in the far corner where you have to find who is talking, understand where is the guy in the scene. That's totally the Demon Lord tricking you into giving him the Crystal of Ultimate Power. Well, the question marks in the character who was talking was pretty ominous. I guess he was right. What did he say again? If you can't move your legs, get out of the magical keyboard and... That's how you will make the tutorial, huh? Get out of the magical keyboard and mouse. If you want to move your legs, use the arrow keys. Or click with mouse. The mouse ran on me. I'll try the keyboard. Sure, first let's save. The keyboard works. I need to continue. I wonder, is it necessary that the game talks this much about a keyword and stuff, when a simple use keyboard to move, space to interact is necessary? This is really a tutorial for people who didn't play RPG Maker, or any game at all, to be fair. I think you can just drop a move with arrow keys, interact with Z or enter. We don't need a tutorial for that, right? And I don't even think having a question to ask if you want a tutorial, because people may assume it's a tutorial about the game, not about basic RPG Maker functions. Though, this is a puzzle, so that's more interesting. Brown ones are linked to switches, or black ones are only pushable, and white ones are pushable and pullable with shift. Okay. We have a mini puzzle. Let's see. This one is nice. Also, I like the idea of pullable balls. Pullables, you can call them, huh? Pullables. Wait, I was running. This puzzle is nice, though. Oh no, the ominous bell of doom! What is this? I've been spotted! On my times, it was a prune sound effect, not ominous bells. Okay, battle tutorial, let's see. Snake! Snake! Close! Mermaid! Okay, that was the same joke I had. To be honest, I just wanted to have a clear tutorial. Well, the thing on the... I don't know, some things don't really need a tutorial, right? I don't think tutorials are to try mechanics that are not understandable at first glance, right? Moving with arrow keys, first, it's pretty much understandable anywhere. Second, when you give the tutorial with the text, the player will move to continue the game, right? So it will definitely use them anyway. I can choose my magic with arrow, okay. Okay, so it's RPG Maker default stuff, right? Meteorica. Sync enemy stats. And heal. That's pretty expensive mana, huh? Meteorica it is. Don't make me asleep, please. This sign is getting to my head. Let's use the herb in my inventory. Ah, okay, so I'm not asleep, I'm serend. I don't know what serend is. Okay, to be honest, this tutorial is not making a good job. It's just telling me what to do, but not why. Like, why should I remove Sonnet? What does the status do? The game is not explaining that. The sign is charging something bad. Let's defend or I'm gonna die. Okay, so this game, I see. This game now tries to mix up the battle by having a charged attack. In a way it's nice, though I feel like I always wasn't convinced by those mechanics, right? Because yeah, it makes you use defend, but in a way you are forced. The game forces you to use an action. It's not like you have any choice. There is no tactics, right? You just defend. I will go with meteors again. +1 to make defend useful. Not wholeheartedly agree, because I talked about this in the defense video, where in a way defend is useful when the enemy charges an attack, but it's not strategy. You're forced to defend or you die. There's not much strategy in it. Okay, though I see that with the Serenade I cannot attack or defend. So at least we understood what it does. Also, we should heal. And I'm out of mana. How much? All of it, wow. Okay. I think I get it. Let me finish it, okay. Is it Aldrich game? Bot got no legs. Sorry, it was old context. I already forgot what it is. Also, she has 5 health. Dead. Level 41. Grand finale. Already level 41. I hate sirens. Yeah, they're very loud. This is a bell, though. Of course, there's more. Again? Oh, come on! I will use my new spell on them. But I'm muted. Ah, okay, I'm forced to use Grand Finale, I see. Okay. Again, to be fair, I don't think this tutorial is required, right? Because it just telling me this move does a lot of damage. Which I could have gotten from reading the spell. That will come in handy. Time to continue. Let me save. Ready for your adventure? Yeah, let's go. This is pretty sudden. This is an instant change from the character in this one. The player might feel disoriented for a moment. I would suggest a slow fade out. I'll fade out of the music. And then slowly you appear here, just to make the player welcomed on the new context. This is a big change of context. So the player needs to have a clear line between tutorial and story. Even apart from the dialogue. More like in getting welcomed. Yeah. It's Chronix. What was that? Was that a dream? Uppercase, so it's the YouTuber. Wait a second. I'm gonna be late to the event. Yeah, it's called like that because you're late. Chapter 1. Adventure begins. Start. We are saving again. We go with Chronix. It's a creepy doll I once got as a gift. Yeah, the person that gifted it to you must hate you. I should play this again soon. Any item? 10G. Oh yeah. I checked twice. No. A small suggestion. When you teleport someone, put them one tile above. Because if they enter by mistake and want to leave, they cannot. So that, again, break is kinda awkward. Hello? Hey Maya, still training? You know it, I wanna be as strong as you, Crow! Oh, it's called Crow. The tree has many sword cuts. There's a lot of bushes around. Hello. That's kinda weird having a black square around. I would say suggest decorating the black area. Because it feels weird having a window inside the game window, right? So you can just put more trees, a river even. We got money. Secrets? No. Why is Lappy the puppet here? Welcome to RPG Maker Land, where everyone has a house that's 90% empty, but there's a piano. Well, because he loves playing piano, I suppose. That's his training. Outside. Is it like a Pokemon battle? Should I avoid him? Aha! Avoided it. I got RPG Maker Unite flashbacks. Please don't put characters on the stepping pose, because it's awkward. Feels like he's in the middle of an animation. And also reminds me of RPG Maker Unite, which is not a good thing. Don't forget to be safe before fighting an enemy. Yes, safe before fighting, that's important. I'm missing 4 walls. You're what? You're missing 4 walls? What do you mean I'm missing 4 walls? Careful, there were multiple monsters spotting. Where? In the fungi forest. The name says it all. Thanks. Hello, sir. I'm assuming you want to participate in the event? Sure. I will ask 3 questions. If you get them all right, you can officially participate in the event. 1. If you attack a Shumi with a fire attack, what happens? If I get it wrong, no damage. Wrong? Okay. What if I go anyway? What if I go anyway? Who are you to tell me what I can do? Sure. More damage? Some enemies have a bigger weakness. Okay. What weapon can Chronix equip? I suppose the sword is the protagonist. Also, how do you know what I equip? Also, why is the entrance quiz asking what I have? How do you know all this stuff? I feel like they are violating my privacy here. And we got a dagger. So yeah, we can also use daggers. Looks like I totally made it. Better than my sword, I suppose. I was missing 8 ceilings and 12 floors yesterday. We can add it. I am missing 4 walls. Here we have it. I should add more. Fungi forest. I cannot go before I pass the test. You need an acceptance letter. It means you didn't take the test or you're just dumb. Oh! Hey, I'm Sicarius! Come on, totally not a suspicious name. Hi, Sicarius! The road is currently blocked. Let's team up so we can cross through the forest. Let's get through the forest. Not so fast. I know you don't have a letter. Take the test. Okay, another thing, it doesn't make sense. Because today is the day of the event. Of the event of But shouldn't the test be made before? The protagonist woke up and said, I hope I'm in time. I hope I'm not late. Which suppose you need to arrive to the event precise. But Why do I need to take the test only now, the day of the event? Sure, let's go. More damage. Sword dagger. What color is the head of the guard's melee? It was blue, right? Also, why is this relevant to participate in the test? I got a acceptance letter. Let's see, does it do anything? No. If you don't have one, you can't adventure. I see. Some RTP music is pretty nice though. And now you don't tell me anything. Huh, there's a darken effect. I like this one. Oh, not even 2 steps in. So it only has fighting stance. Raises attack. I will just attack. And Sicarius attacks on its... no, okay. And we have stab. Deals slightly more damage. I don't think it's worth it. Wait. I realize now. I wonder if there's a bug where... I'm not doing it, but I think there might be a bug where here you can... okay, never mind. Okay, you covered it. I thought you could remove the items here and have overpowered gear late game. Early game. Just curious. There's plenty of games where you can do that, to be fair. Okay, you get free stuff here. Good to know. Okay, mister. For now, the bad those though are... suffer the same problem of RPG Maker games. Spam the Z button. And that's it. It's a pole. You feel like doing limbo. Woo! There's only one pole though. How do you do limbo with one? Secret? No. I don't see what this room is for. Maybe later. Yeah, unfortunately the gameplay at early game is just this. I got some ash? Okay. Now I see why it's called the fungi forest. Gets better later. Rex, you know how many times I heard this one? Gets better later. You know how many games there are around? If someone plays the game and doesn't like the gameplay when in the first battles, you risk to drop a lot of players because players don't have the patience nowadays to try one game up until later. They will never experience the later if it gets better later. They just focus on the experience they have now. Also because even a gets better later, it's not an excuse to have an early game that doesn't have any battle depth. You should anticipate something from the later early. For example, I don't know, at least... honestly, I don't know, but I think the problem is in the battle system as well. Using a default battle system means that there are no deep mechanics in the bare bones of the battle. In the battle against the fungi, I don't have any skills, so the battle is just a basic attack. So I hope at least in the next battles there will be something different. Door is locked. Not this one. The door again is following me. It's following me. Free money. Okay. And the door is locked on this side. Wait, so to go in the nearest village I need to pass a test. How do merchants work? Okay, listen. That's a little too big for a shop. I can appreciate that you want to make this guy have a shop that's how it's called. How do I say it? It's the fewer the merrier. No, that's not. I don't think that's a valid business to have. Also, the doll is still here. The doll is following us. Definitely, there's no reason to have it this big, right? Zero reason to have it this big. You can have it like 1/4 smaller and put everything there. Okay, what do we have? 4 lift clover. Also, we have 6-9 money. And this one is one better. Cursed Sword. Reduces max HP, but more damage. How much? How much is the thing? It's for attack, it's a lot. Not by much, right? I think it's pretty worth it. Considering... I don't know how much it will impact early game, the difference though. Also, we have 2 leather robes. Why there are 2? I'm buying both, but... No, it's the same. You... Ah, yeah, I didn't know you can put... I didn't know you can put the same item twice in the shop. Interesting. Can we sell stuff? Yeah. What do I know? I don't want the clay dagger. Okay. We could buy the amulet, but we don't need it. Imagine walking into Walmart and there's like 6 shelves. One is empty and the rest have only one thing on each. Well, that's what happens when the COVID, right? Everyone buys everything. The other dress is if you don't like the first. What do you mean? It's literally the same twice. So I would suggest really to study a little more on the maps here, because they definitely are too homogeneous, too... I don't know, weird. Like, the trees here are planted in a very symmetric way, but here they are a little more clamped together. Also, there are bushes all around. Oh, and we have Steel Soldier! Welcome, Steel Soldier! Thanks for the raid! How it's going? What? Oh, the shootout is automatic. Yes! Is the code working? Kinda. Don't mind the crash here. How it's going? What were you doing? The shootout worked. I'm surprised as well. There's an error here, but as long as it works, it's fine. Ah, yeah, let's explode. We are trying here a game from the developer we have here in chat, Rex. An adventure awaits. And for now we are still starting because I talk a lot. Oh! Okay, what the hell? Is it supposed to be a secret? Is this supposed to be a secret? If it's a secret, okay, but if it's what you're where you're supposed to go, then it's a little weird. I think could count as a secret though. Dirty carrot. Here's a bit. Okay, a small secret. Could do. Though I still find it a little confusing. Because there are bushes blocking your way. So, I don't get how you reach that area if the bush is blocking the way. I would have maybe removed the bushes. So maybe walking on the trees there is more reasonable because it's like moving between the trees. Village. Let me save again. I wanted the treasure. People love to adventure. So much that I just join random people for one. Wanna join? 10 for night? No. The doll again! It's following us! Hello, I'm Zoe. I'm searching for a team. You got some space. Space? Is there a concept of space in fantasies? Is he meta? He knows we have space because there's the limit of 4 characters. Be careful, this part of the forest is dangerous. And there's a big dangerous boss. I think it's false, but I'm a fair maiden. Wanna join? Okay, what do you do, Zoe? Why do you have gears? Why do you have a gear, Joy? Ah, he's a thinker. A so-called free thinker. Ah, okay, that's how you get the secret. I like this idea of the secret. It's a little weird that you teleport. I would at least remove this sound effect here. And I know it's harder, but would be cooler if you could move behind the house instead of teleporting. Hi, I'm a character, I will join the team. That's what he did. A so-called free thinker. We're in the deep forest. We are not... It's not that deep, come on. This path is blocked for now. An evil witch is causing those frozen plains great pain. Great plains, you mean? Sure, we cannot fight her yet. Ah no, that's a lot of guys. Hey, I saw this mushroom. I saw this mushroom in the middle. Where was it? I don't remember. Okay, we attack. What do we have? Zoe gears in motion. Damage based on attack and defense to enemies. Okay, that's definitely better, but very expensive. Okay, it was useless. And we can only use it twice, right? We don't have a way to restore mana. Yeah, I don't think it's that worth. Also considering I can only use it twice. Ah, RPG makes XP mushroom. Okay, that's where I saw it. That's right. Huh. Long time I don't see it. Do we have a way to restore mana? No. So we can only use the Tinker move twice. That's it. It's not even that strong. I believe this was the older team of Rhea from Invaligative Raid when I made the game for the Blob contest. Because of course I didn't have time to find all the musics. Not this way. Also, I now realize, why does every map have a different music? Is it necessary? Is it necessary? We have the same forest, four different maps have 4 different soundtracks. I don't think that's necessary. Also because usually this is a dungeon, right? A dungeon is supposed to have a theme. A main... a recurring... I don't know, a vibe. You want this dungeon to have a vibe, I suppose. And the music should help towards that. Having a music change every time undermines the vibe you want to give to the dungeon. So I would strongly suggest against using different musics. Oh no, there's a lot of Fortuna streets. Let's burn them. Yeah, for all the gameplay, I'm just... Listen, this is gameplay. Wait, maybe I'm stopping a moment to heal, maybe. Heal. It's useless! So this is the gameplay for now. I'm keeping down the Z while I read. The items took more than 20 G. And resting is 10 G. Okay, so maybe I should rest now. At least to restore mana to Sicarus. I'm doing alright with more pixel art and fleshing out an idea of my RPG Maker game. At a certain part of the game you have a limited resource called time units that you have to spend doing certain actions. Ah wait, okay, I get the idea. I saw it happen somewhere else. Maybe on a table game. The more time units you spend, time ends passing and certain events start showing up, like enemies spawning on the overworld. Or even showing up in other maps as well. So it's like a time concept where it's not like you can go around indefinitely. The time goes on as you play. That's a cool idea. I like it a lot. Quick skills. This is a forest, not a dungeon. No, I mean, yeah, as Zoro says, in the RPG terminology, a dungeon is where it's an area with multiple sections with monsters. That's the definition of dungeon in RPG. Should we heal? How do we heal? Yeah, we are not going anywhere like this. We are not going anywhere. Can we heal? Stab. Okay, I would suggest to disable this one from the menu because I don't think this is Omori. I don't think I can stab myself in this. So I would disable it so I don't waste mana by mistake. Also, I need to take... No! To heal. We can fight, right? I forgot to disable... No, don't worry. It's something you notice while playing, after all. You shoot tiny mushrooms. Ouch. This will take a while. At least it's cool to see a move that attacks multiple times. It's like Pokemon. Not really. Okay, sorry, but I cringe very hard that people will look at RPG Maker and say, ah, yeah, it's like Pokemon. It's not like Pokemon. Did you play a Final Fantasy in your life? Sorry, I didn't want to get this triggered. It's fine, I'm fine, I swear, it's fine. So for now, unfortunately, the battle system is still... Oh, Sicarius is dead. It's still too basic. Look at this, I'm keeping down the Z button to fight. Okay, to be fair, Sicarius is dead, but... Like, it's not like I can heal. I could have healed with mushrooms, but at this point, I'm backtracking. So I like enemies drop a lot of mushrooms. So you can round up your health, maybe. Okay, here we are. The random Nova co-worker that asked if he made games like Mario. Oh wait, I missed this lore. What happened with the co-worker of Nova? What happened to the Nova co-worker? I should ask in the Discord later. I remember when I discovered the RPG Maker for the first time, I right away tried to make a game with my friends inside. I made them try the game, and some of them said, "Oh, like, yeah, it's like Pokemon." That's the bane I have. And also, online randomly sometimes I see people that don't play many games watch RPG Maker and say, oh yeah, it's like Pokemon. It's not! I remember, I still have this cringe memory in my mind. There was a game that was pretty mediocre, in my opinion. In the opinion of other of my friends. And there was a streamer that was playing it and saying, oh, this game is incredible. Then it enters in a house and it takes the stairs to the upper floor. When he's in the upper floor, he says, oh, this game has upper floors. This game has a second floor. This is better than Pokemon then. What the hell is this reasoning? Why is it supposed to be better than Pokemon? Because it has a second floor. What's the logic behind it? Just because Pokemon doesn't have a second floor, it makes it automatically better than Pokemon? Then if in my game I put cheating, does it make it better than Pokemon because Pokemon doesn't have cheating? Like, what does it mean? What's the point? Why are we existing? Why do I make games? Ah! Sorry, rant moment. I'm fine. I cannot see. My eyes. Also Pokemon second floor, so yes, that's what I want. We thought about the same thing, huh? Pokemon had multiple floors in... Nova said that he made games on his free time, and his co-worker asked if he made games like Mario. I guess because his co-worker only knows Mario as a video game. Well, better ask Mario than Pokemon in my opinion, but... It depends, I suppose. It depends. Pokemon had multiple floors in certain areas. Yeah, maybe he was talking about recent Pokemon. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't even know. Honestly, it doesn't make sense from any perspective, but okay. I got Protector. What did we get? A skill. Protector, okay. That's nice. Tanking. Does it protect from fatal attacks? I remember there is a function that protects allies if they are low on health, not from fatal attacks. So honestly, I don't know if that's how it works exactly. Also, we got 0G. That chest was a scam. Let me save. There's some healing on the floor. Okay, what's healing? Like a healing herb? Healing a healing spring? Let me save it. So you're a game dev. Did you work on Fortnite? I think that's a little worse, but okay. It's like dealing squares in Pokemon Tower. Wait, what? Which Pokemon Tower? Dealing ties. Which Pokemon Tower? Maybe in the Pokemon Emerald? Wait, it's a trap! Okay, it's a boss time, I suppose. Weaken. I got sick. Is it poison, right? Laser Call. It's the same, but it's against more enemies. I will try the area one for now, and then the single one to see if it does more damage. We got poisoned again. We got fighting stance, we are breaking them! And Chronix, we have... well, the triple cut. We're killing the fairies. Sorry, Fortuna. A little close? Oh, come on. Okay, at least the AI is not hitting correctly. I think we should still fix and attack the fairies. A little more. With Sicarius, I'm attacking the shroom though. Nice. I thought Sicarius does more damage. Maybe it doesn't. Doesn't he have like a skill? Didn't he have like a fighting stance? Ah, maybe it only lasted for one turn. That was a scam. A big scam. I don't feel like the triple attack does much more damage, to be fair. A little more. Oh no, Sicarius. Sicarius is dead. How do we resurrect him? We can't. Let me point out again Critipedia, because this happened too many times. Here. The start of the game paradox. The easy game had paradox. I think I saw this one multiple times in games. The start of the game is supposed to be easier, but when you die, suddenly you cannot resurrect because you don't have any resurrection spells. Which means, paradoxically, late game it's easier, the game. Because you can just resurrect using a spell or an item. Early game you don't have them, so it's much harder. Because if you die, you're done. I don't think I could have even saved it, because I should have defended with him, I suppose, but like I had no way to heal. The only healing item healed nothing. This revive item you missed. Yeah, but I don't think that would be enough, because you, without it, or like even if you use it in another battle, maybe it's, you can buy them in the shop, but I didn't see any healing item. So we are just beating him up. I don't think there is any strategy here, we just spam basic attack. We don't have any mana to use any other spell. He carries a slow defense. Okay, and with the skill he also lowers it even more. We did it! Let's get going. Why are you talking, Sicarius? You're dead. Can I heal here? There's one person in the tent. You get a weird shovel. I'm not trusting this guy. We should backtrack for healing, or unless this is an inn. I'm Hiza! I don't have a team to help me through this cave. Or we just join you. Oh, thanks, I suppose? I need to heal. I need to heal. This poor assassin. Fun fact, you cannot spell assassin without ass. Did you know? What the fuck are you? Take the shovel and go away. Well, with the shovel we can dig up the big mushrooms. So maybe we get a decent healing item. I don't know. Though, I gotta say, those last streams of Critipedia, I get a little distracted by the game. Which in a way it's a good thing, but I forget to add the new stuff to the list. Or, what the hell are those? How many are there? What do you have? Burning dice? Damage based on current HP. A lot then. I thought it would do more damage. Never mind. Never mind, it's a lot of damage. I think I survived. What I was saying, yes, I think I lost a little track of the critiques. I wanted to note them better here. I should really make some order on the Critipedia. I have it here on the back now. There was something else we mentioned before, which was the transitioning, right? That happened right at the start. We cannot take it. Too bad. Other things? The map? I have the shovel! Gives max HP, but... Ah, it's an armor! Okay, no, you can dig this mushroom with your bare hands, and you get a shovel. I don't know. Feels a little awkward. At least give me something else for defense. So it's the accessory. Okay, gives max HP but takes defense. That's a lot of defense. Let's see how much HP though. Since it doesn't have lots of defense, would it make a difference? Oh, it takes a lot of defense, wow. 100% not worth it. We are selling this thing. Yeah, I think it's better to return to the shop, I almost forgot. Is this poison trapped in an orb? Can you buy it for me? Let's see. It's not here. So sword, stuff. Oh, okay, some leather robe. A better weapon. Don't we have it? Don't we have this? Yeah. A robe and a top hat, which you cannot equip, or can you? I think you can. Well, we have plenty of money, let's see. Accessory increases luck, which is nice. It increases resistance to status element. What else? A top hat, which max HP. That's nice. 472. MP, never mind. Which is not a lot, but better than nothing, maybe. Taking another one of those and 2 leather robes. Nothing else. Also, how do you sell the shovel? You can't. I see. So, you don't have anything. Why do you equip the shovel? Get it away from me. For the mana, we don't need mana, right? Maybe Zoe on this. You know what? It's kinda cheap. We can buy it. More mana for us. And the stupid doll again. Like in RPG Maker is useless. Like 0.1% chance to resist element. Ah, is it that low? I thought it was higher. If it is that low, then yeah, it's useless. Maybe I think I got confused with Path of Heroes, because then you can just max up your luck, right? Is it? No, that was attack. Which game can you max up your luck? There was an RPG Maker game where you can just get almost infinite luck. Which means you're practically immune to every status. I think it was Path of Heroes. Yeah. Okay, what's here? Life draw. Ah, that's a resurrection item we missed. Okay. Though healing at only 25% health, I think it will still hold the what I said before of the early game difficulty paradox, because even if you resurrect that character, he only resurrects at low health, which is the best you can do at this point of the game. So if you resurrect him at 1/4, he still is in the range of death. So if you resurrect and the boss attacks him again, there's nothing you can do against it. There is no big investment you can have to avoid the scenario. It's not like you can use the rare elixir to resurrect at max health. No, you have to use the only item you have and hope the boss doesn't attack him again. Until forbidden. What are you doing in this forest? Also, there's a weird block here. Even here. Shopkeeper doesn't want anything to do with cursed things. Okay, I see. But in a way, I suppose makes sense. Though I still don't get how you cannot dig mushrooms. Again, yeah, could be because it's cursed, but like the player does, like the game doesn't tell you you can't. Would be like at least would make sense a small scene where a small text that says you want to dig with a shovel, but it's cursed and doesn't work or something. Because otherwise, if the game doesn't explain, it doesn't make sense. Unless it's super obvious. Here it's not obvious. Unless it's super obvious, it's like a, I wouldn't call it a plot hole, but something of that kind on game design. No, not game design, more like a plot hole, but not in the story, but in the gameplay or something. Okay, what is this place? Looks interesting. Ah, it's a teleporter maze. I would strongly suggest to change the sound effect of the teleporters, because the sound of stairs really is not fitting. And personally, not a big fan of teleporters here. Because it's just trial and error, and Memorization. At least there's not a lot of them. I got back. At least there's not a lot of them. So you can kinda try, but I feel like I should memorize them. I'm very confused. Does it even have a point? Yo. Aha! Small dead potion. Was it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not returning there. Was all of this for a health potion? I was expecting like... I think there is some disconnect between the hassle you have to go through and the reward. If it was a bigger portion of this early game, maybe it would make more sense, but... Here, just giving a potion after a teleporter maze feels a little unsatisfactory. I would suggest more items more like an equipment, an armor, an accessory even. Those are rewards for something a little more complex. Potions, I say you should find them in normal treasure chests. What is this room? Hi. Okay, what's the point of this room? So this is where our adventure begins. I already know. Not ready yet. That was a good joke. I wasn't joking. Yeah, because I'm the jokester. Okay, listen. I don't feel like it makes much sense that Hisa is just joking with them like this, because like they joke like they are friends, but they did not say anything. Sikarus just said, "Oh, let me join the team." Okay. Then Zoe came. "Hey, can I join the team?" Okay. Then Hisa came and, "Can I join the team?" Yes. Now though, they talk as they are friends. They are joking on each other. I feel like those characters are just something to fight enemies with. They are not part of the story. They just join us. Even Chronix. The story starts with him that wants to join this thing, but after that, Chronix doesn't exist. There's only battles against enemies and items in the shop. Also, what's the point of this room? Like, what's the point of this room exactly? Why is it this big? Why is it this empty? Let's see. You can't go yet. Oh no, the shopkeeper! You need this. Okay, how did you come here? Why are you here? You got 3 small health potions. And reminder to get to one of them before we had to go through a teleporter maze. Nice of you. I can't let you die now. Huh? Krrr. Watch out. Boss time. And this random mushroom. It's two bosses at once. And this is the even more defense down. And let's just keep healthy, shall we? I think I will still attack the boss. It has slightly more health than the other one. You have... yes. Wait, does this one reduce his magic defense? I will try this one first. Oh wait, you have no mana to cast both. Right. I have only mana for one! Sure, Hisa, the mage can only cast one spell. Oh! He's immune to fire, the tree. Okay, I wasted all my mana. You have... on a single one, it does more damage, yeah. The tree seems to do less damage, though. Oh well, too late. Yeah, I wasted all my mana on nothing. Now Hisa is useless. I go with more laser, sure. I think I'm out of laser. We don't even have a mana item, right? So we don't have a way to restore mana. Last laser. The tree doesn't seem that dangerous though. And now we just basic attack. There's nothing much we can do, right? Except healing maybe once in a while. Well, the RTP music after a while you recognize them right away, but they're still bangers. Too bad they are overused. Boss is gone. I feel like the minion is more dangerous though. Okay, to be fair, I think now that gets better later on the game battle system doesn't hold now. Because we have a full party and the battle system is just now use the basic attack. A battle system to work should not, in my opinion, should not fully rely on spells. Should not rely on skills. Should rely on how you approach a battle. That means preparing your spells, maybe setting up your party by buffing your team. Or, I don't know, charging up something. Here it's use the strongest spells at the start, and when you're out of mana, you basic attack. Around the wall. We got. Let me save. We have around the wall. Ignores defense, that's nice. And we got flashing dice. 400 enemies 4 times. Okay, that's nice. Desert. That's a desert indeed. Oh, a shopkeeper finally. And we can buy potions finally. What else can we get? Ice dice. Makes elemental attack stronger. 6-sided dice. This is too many. I think I will take this one. Because it will make him a physical attacker. And to be fair, he can only use one spell. So I think we will still use basic attacks. Anything else? A small healing and loss HP and gain MP. Okay, that's the way to restore mana. That's very expensive though. Can we sell something? The mushrooms can be sold decently. Not really. I will keep it at this. One last top hat just to be sure. Just to have something. Okay, now everyone has a top hat. Help me get. I keep getting attacked. Leave him to die. No. Is that? Thank you so much. My pleasure to help you. I think you forgot a switch there. Sure, let's see what happens if we help him. Bruh. Sure, we're helping him. We're helping him. Let me take the thing again. Okay. Also, we should heal a little, maybe. Okay. We fight the old man. Hey, it's the guy from Monster Hunter. How was it called? Dead. Okay. I am forever in your debt. I will give you this key I found lying on the floor. Thanks, Mr. Fossil. I changed my mind. He said he didn't get the key, but instead Chronix got it. Okay, so we would miss on the key. So it's a missable item if we say no. Interesting. Is the entrance? A little weird there's a door on the cave. I would just put a cave entrance, right? And something for mana. Does your team need healing? Yeah. It's free? Yes! This guy is more generous than the inn guy. Letting me die has influence on the game itself. I suppose you cannot enter a specific mansion, right? Though, I feel like it's a big change. Well, I don't know. I think it's fine if it has a lesser impact. We have a lot of enemies, huh? Well, this guy first. Aha! There's at least some choice on who to attack first, but beyond that, we just attack now. Let me think. We also had a critique on Critipedia about the battles, right? Is it called the monotonous game? Is it a monotonous gameplay line? No, that's another one. There was something about the battle system, maybe. I don't think I have it, to be fair. I think I don't have it on... I have one for button mashing, but you can just hold that button down for the battles. So maybe not. There are some stairs on fire. What is this? Oh, we never know. Well, you need to use the key. Okay, okay. There are minor changes in dialogue and things if you let him die. For absolutely no reason, I added a reputation system. Ha! Okay, so it's not... So I see, it's not only related to the old man. It's related to stuff that you do around. Stairs are burning. Stairs for what? Stairs for what? It's weird having things... Why are there stairs in the desert? In the desert maybe it would make sense to have maybe... Would be cool maybe if there was like an underground system. So instead of stairs there should be like a cave entrance. Oink. I'm not insulting it. I will first save. What a fat little pig! What an ugly little hero! Well, he didn't like it. Also, I would reduce the encounter rate. Especially because... Wait. Especially because you said the battle system gets better later. Which means you want to reduce the battles you have before it gets better, right? So again, I see no point in having all those battles where you just use the basic attack here. Okay, we are getting too many. They do a lot of damage. And we are all paralyzed. We are all paralyzed. Okay, what is this? What is this? Am I screwed? Can I take a bathroom break? I have a water break. Give me a sec. Oh, Sicarius is fine. I feel like it's a little unbalanced in the game. Especially because we have no options. Never mind, I cannot play, never mind. I was this close. This has to work otherwise. Okay. Okay, guys, I cannot just get one-shotted by a battle because everyone paralyzes everyone. We need to go back and not die. We need to get back and not die. We need to not die. Not us again! Aha! Save. We're alive. Yeah, I don't think the level of strategy we have right now, which is not a lot, would ask for enemies that dangerous here. At least I... Oh? Ah, he's protecting. Okay, I like it. I like to see enemies that have different abilities. Though again, we don't have much strategy, we don't have much choices in strategy here, right? Okay, we can have attacks like lightning here. Let's see how strong it is. It's okay. It's kind of good actually, because it attacks a lot of times. No, again, we only have one use. Then what? We use the 150 gold item. I feel like at least the mage should have more mana, because that makes again the early game less interesting. We need to return back, right? It makes the early game less interesting because you don't have any strategy. Not again, not those again! Because you only have a single option at the end. You don't have many options, so that makes the gameplay less interesting. If you had more mana, you could cast more spells based on the opportunity. Here I use one and I'm done. His doesn't play anymore. Same with Zoe. Well, Zoe can use more spells. Zoe is a little better because he can use more stuff. But I feel it's still not enough. Oh no. Chronix can also do something more, but I feel it's a little better with Chronix. But maybe still not enough. And Sirius is dying again. Okay, mister, die. We get new stuff. Laser rain. Oh, lasers! We have strike down for random enemies. Okay. And 3 repeated special. The attacks that vary in damage. I hope it's a good thing. And just to be sure, let's stab this guy. Okay, he has to be dead. Now we are making him heal us. Hi Michael! Welcome to the stream, how it's going? Why there's only a V, not a W in the name? It's fine, it's fine. How it's going? We are playing here at Adventure Waits. You can stab outside of battle. Yeah, it's clearly a Nomori reference. No, it's a mistake. It's a small thing. We are trying to go through this dungeon, but enemies are evil. Like, those guys! Those guys, I swear. You don't even have much strategy here. I can use a spell that uses all my mana and attacks for enemies. We can one-shot this one though. Maybe we can weaken this one as well. Because the pot is also protecting enemies, which is, again, I like that it has a mechanic like that. But it also means we need to work around their mechanic with our basic attack. Which is not enough. We don't have enough weapons to... Well, there is a way which is one-shot enemies before they get protected by the pot. But I don't think it's intentional. Definitely doesn't... I still don't see how the gameplay is meant to get more strategic later. Maybe it's because of mana, but... I don't know, balancing RPGs is always hard, but... The hardest part to balance maybe is the early game. Because there are a lot of the stuff I said about... Oh, the other stairs. The stairs should go below though, right? If they are meant to go underground. Not above. Not those again! I could try to run, but I think it would make it even worse. So the idea is to weaken them. No! So I can one-shot them later. With I don't know who, because they are all dead. No! Why am I missing? I think I should return back again, right? Why are there enemies this evil right now. We have to call a flashing dice. Maybe? Yeah, let's go with a flashing dice. I got someone. I think it's good. Please die. Okay, nice. I team test. Oh wait, I forgot the redeem test here. I solved the issue of the stream of yesterday though, so he's dead. Okay. At the end, I can edit a Twitch redeem with API only if I created it through the API or something like that. So I created a new one with API. So now we can activate and deactivate the redeem when we see fit. Okay, we are farming so much, but not because we are farming, because I cannot continue here. There is that group of enemies that destroys me every time. The test doesn't cost 6-7 meat candies. Well, there were the sus clothes in the Twitch Plays game, but it's not active now. I should put on do multiple encounters at the same time to see if the party can survive. Time to put it on Trello. Eddie? Wait, what is that? Is it the new project you are working on, or? I don't recognize the name. Let's return safe and sound, please. I need to heal. Bad luck. Yeah, unfortunately, it's bad. Getting all those enemies in a row and the enemies paralyzing the entire team. Definitely something unlucky that can happen to the player, but that shows that if the player even does everything nicely, it will really struggle if it gets very unlucky. Like this, we got paralyzed on turn 1. We have no mana. Wrong target. E. One shot, please. No! Okay, we got paralyzed again. I think we are screwed. Yeah, what was I supposed to do here? Okay, partially it's also because I didn't have the party healed, but I was coming back to heal! Like, I was coming back to heal, like, if I could have healed, I was not returning back to heal, right? We have one dead, so we could resurrect him, but, like, I'm resetting. Those battles are very unfair, because I think I said everything, right? Having enemies... again, I like the idea that those battles have... Okay, nice, we got the good ones. I like the idea of the enemies are different. There are enemies that paralyze, enemies that tank for other enemies. It's nice, it's like fighting 4 against 4 in a fair fight. Though, again, we don't have many ways to fight them. We don't have mana items, resurrection items, and we can only cast a single spell for user. Don't get me wrong, even the enemies don't have resurrection items, but they are not fighting multiple party of heroes. Unless they are the same all the time. Maybe they are the same all the time. Also, we are losing even this one. Why are we missing all the time? Is it normal we are missing? Why are we missing? What is the hit rate? 80%. Okay, I thought better. Let me save. No! 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 Okay, we are screwed. Okay, the battle is scripted, but... Yes! Okay. Okay, listen guys. I will do something and I'm not ashamed of it. We will save scam. One. We also get the good battles. 2. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It was this. We were stuck in this part for 30 minutes. The encounter rate in that room is too high. It's too much. You cannot even go back and forth. That is my main project. I will make the next big project soon. Huh. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening. What was that? Doesn't sound so. Okay. It's. I saw this guy. Is it in Dirty Peas or something? Executioner. Do we die? I think we die. Sure. Are we supposed to lose? We cannot run, so I suppose. I don't think we can kill him in time, huh? Let's go with the thunder! We should increase the thunder attack, maybe. Thunder damage. Never mind. He's resistant. They go diagonally the most when you miss? Or when you attack multiple times? First time I see it. I suppose you die, yeah. I'm often a little dubious on enemies that makes you die right away, because why does the enemy have to kill them one by one? Can't he just one-shot everyone? What's the point in making the battle last longer? Maybe just to show he's overpowered, but some player may want to try to resurrect the allies, so they may waste their resources. I don't think it would happen, but we weren't strong enough. Where am I? Undoable, yeah. To be fair, it was kinda obvious, since it one-shotted everyone. And at this point of the game, you cannot even resurrect without this single item we have. Does the energy converter work here? Let me save again, just in case, okay. Oh wow! You can die like this! Press button to die! That was cool, that was cool! Press to again. Press to die! I didn't even know you can die from the menu! I didn't even know! You can die from the menu, that's new. That's new. It was a Lisa game, you have a chance with status. If this was a Lisa game, you have a chance with status effects. Yeah, after you play that game, I now realize what Lisa game like means. Need to unlock the kill all skill. Yeah, that sounds kinda broken. Shorts material. Sure, I'm signing and noting it down. But now I'm doing shorts with the PNG tuber avatar, talking about game development and games. Not really stuff that happens in games. I think the executioner executes one people at a time. Yeah, I think it's in the name, you're right. Prison bread. I don't really want it. Hits. What if I keep it? Mushroom. Might be better? It's locked on this side. Try to break it down. I can do it. This. I would add a sound effect when he smashes into the door. I can't break it open. Stop banging on the door. Come with me, it's time for your meal. No, okay. Apart from the map. This is just confusing. Like, the god said, come with me, but What happened after she said it? We just teleported there. Where did we came from? Where we are supposed to go? It's not clear. This makes the player confused. Breaks the immersion because the player will wonder what happened. Where am I? Where did I came from? The player is turned down, so I find it hard to believe we are coming out from there, right? But at the same time, we are close to the entrance, so in a way, this is pretty confusing. So at this point, the player will be 100% confused because they don't know where they came from, where they're supposed to go, what is this place. We don't even know if we came from here. We spawned facing down, so it's like we came from above. This is confusing. We save. Okay. I'm not scared, I'm not scared, I'm not scared, I'm not scared. Okay, you're fine, right? Very fine. Soup. There's a soup on the ground. Can I? No. I can't read the sign. Yeah, because here on the side, there's something in front of it. Sign under construction. Yeah, makes sense. Why are we in the parking lot? If only there was a car, though, we could use it to escape. Hey, what's up? What is happening? You're imprisoned? Come with me. No. Stop bothering me. Okay, sorry. Later. Anyone else? That's the only character. It's fine. We are fine. My name is Lizzie. I have another person we will have on our team. Our team? Are you already joining my team without asking? We will find your friends. But who are you? Why did you want me? Like, she feels like a guard, right? Where are we? Why are we here? Why are you here? What do you want from me? Barba joins. Can say no to me, not allowing. Is it just me or is she talking kinda? She's from an old tribe. Barbon tribe not that old. Barbon tribe strong. Long history against Kuravon tribe. And we win. Barba joined the team. Barba knows ancient techniques. Okay, we are just getting random party members now. An important thing of RPG is battles, of course. But RPGs usually have two parts, right? Story and battles. And two parts are together in the same game, right? We have Final Fantasy VII, where we have the story of Cloud and we use Cloud in battles. Makes sense. Here, we have the story of... I don't know what the story is of Chronix, but feels like there are random events happening. But apart from that, all the previous characters that we don't have in our team are not here. And this is supposed to be a moment of confusion for the player, right? Intentional confusion, not confusion, more like feeling alone for the player, right? The player feels alone because doesn't have all the party members. But I don't even remember who they were. I just remember their moves because they had no say in the story. I have no attachment whatsoever on the characters, which makes everything here have much less impact. Like, this Barba that joins the team, is it like the most she will say here? Is she relevant for the story? Or she just joins the team because we need a party member? I don't feel like Barba is important for the story at all. Lizzie, maybe, but honestly I don't know. To me, they just feel a random character that I need to join the team to make battles with a full team. Don't expect a masterpiece from the first game. Yeah, no, of course. Of course, everyone really... After all, the trick to make better games is to make awful games. To make games. Yeah, my first game was awful. I still cringe a lot by playing it. I made the worst game ever. My first game was the worst game ever, I'm pretty sure. Well, pretty close. I feel pretty close. So I'm not saying this one to say... I'm saying those things so you can keep... you can know my opinion and realize and understand how players might see some things. Like, I'm both a developer and a player after all. So I'm giving you observations so you can keep them in mind while making games. Because some things definitely are, how to say, show that it's the first game. It's Barbara, Barbados, Barbapapa. I should also check their skills. Starfall. We can use this one more than once. And Soiled Ground. Ah, other damage. That's better. Okay. Halt! They're trying to flee! And who are you? Jailer. Okay. We're fighting the jailer. Ah, this uses TP. Okay, that's better then, because we can recharge our TPs. Around the wall. And Starfall? Let's try it. Ah, this one is based on luck. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Can we give the accessory? No. We should have saved the accessory for the luck then. Too bad. We can avoid the rest. Speedy shoes. Here. The shoes just scream that they are fast. That's a lot of agility. Wow, those are strong. Well, better they reduce defense. Though they are very fast. Very fast indeed. Well, Barba is pretty high defense. We can go with that. At least the guards are not troublesome at all. We can just walk around them. Prison breads. I suppose they are useful at the end. Question mark. Well, I think we're pretty sure it's a prison now, right? I don't think there's a mystery in that. I like the shows in the treasure. That's what usually makes for a great treasure. A reward, especially accessories, since they don't overcreep the previous armor right away. But in this prison, also having the bread is a good reward in the chest because they're easy to take. The speedy shoes would have been the right reward for the maids pass, for the teleport maids we got before. Why there's a shopkeeper in prison? This shopkeeper is everywhere, I swear. What else do we have? A Starfall wand. It's for Lizzie. To increase... Okay, we need this one. Lively pendant. Gives me more HP, but takes MP. Cool cape. Or do we take the shoes? Ice and wind attacks. We don't need it now, right? A wand. Okay, it's better. At least we have some attack. We lose magic attack. I think it doesn't matter, right? I hope. Let's buy this one, sure. Doesn't seem to do anything, but... We don't have a wind attack, never mind. I want to destroy this. Why? Why? Why do you want to destroy it? Right, that's the only thing we have to do, but like, why? I try to destroy this. Light flows out of the stone base. Ah, that's the executioner. Maybe now it doesn't have the move that one-shots everyone. Barba does no damage. Okay, that thing of Lids is pretty strong, huh? Barba is useless though. She's faster, but okay, maybe solid ground is a magic attack. It's better. Okay, it's better. Hope I'm not too late. Hisa! You're here just in time. We need to defeat this monster. I like the Starfall animation. Bonk! It reminds me of the Star of Kirby. Also, why there's only Hisa? Where are the other one? Why only Hisa? Where's the others? She's... Does it work now, the lightning, please? Yes, it works! Kinda. It misses, but it still does. Yeah, good one. Last Starfall, bonk. That's out of damage. Did attack, why? Well, Liz is probably the mage, right? Though now without mana, she cannot do much, right? Yeah, you can heal, but like that's only our only move we can make. Any other spell we have? No, we basic attack. I think it's fun having Barba faster. No, I would have liked the extra defense. We should start healing maybe. Would be better with Lizzie maybe. Some bread? No, a potion. We have the potions. 127. Definitely better than nothing. Or we go with prison bread though. We could restore mana if we want to Lizzie. She doesn't have much health though. I think it's a little too risky. And the mana restoring item is also expensive. Oh wait, I forgot to heal Barba. Let's defend. Defense is useful, watch out. Let's try to stab shot. The boss is... I don't know what mud is, but as long as it works, right? The Kishune hurts the party. Oh, we just lost health. What? Huh. I would suggest to, instead of just put the dialogue here, have an animation. Instead of the dialogue, you can force an enemy attack on the team. You can do that from it's another command. There are dialogues, switches, change music. There's also force action from an enemy. So that would definitely help give a little more the vibe of the scene if you want. Instead of just saying what the boss does. Oh, was the turn leads? Yeah, I need to heal. I'm glad I bought some healing items, but they're not enough. Definitely not enough. You attack again. Barb also needs to heal again. You. Be careful, Barb is injured. We are healing her, don't worry, we are healing. We are out of healing potions. We have healing bread though. The boss is only half health and we are already out of mana. His eye is not doing well. Huh. Prison bread. Not the best one, but that's what we got. I'm still attacking. Let's see, maybe can heal in time. No! Well, that was unfortunate. We need to use our only resurrection item then. And heal right away. Yeah, not being able to restore mana against this boss fight is a little too much. Aha, we dodge. The boss is still muddy, I don't know what it means. We're just attacking. I don't know what it does. Me neither. Maybe it's in the description of the skill, but I don't think I read something like that. Minus JT. Okay, would make sense. No, it doesn't say what. Though I would say it's pretty useful. Though we don't have many strategical choices here. We have the same. More of the same. I should attack instead, right? We could let Litz die, to be fair. Solid ground. Litz is only a user, item user. With Litz now we can only use we should only use items. And we are letting her die maybe at this point. At least Chronix is tanking damage. We still have one item to restore mana, but we lose health. Also, we don't have any other healing item. We have the weakest, so we are out of healing. We should just hope it works. I'm defending. Go Barba. At least the boss is still muddy, huh? A little more. We're so close. Hi Maestro, how it's going? We're against a boss, but like we don't have anything. We just attack, hoping it works. His eye is not fine. I don't care, let's attack. Attack Barba. No! We miss. It's so low! Let's try the carrot. I don't think it's enough. We heal nothing. Okay, we're fine. I think we won. We wasted the Lizzie turn. Sword ground, and maybe it's dead. Close. Okay, we did it. No! We're fine, we're fine. We win! Don't wait for it too long, I would say. But we did. The lowest DPS should defend. Yeah, that's right. That's what I did later, but I was mostly using her to heal because at the end didn't change much if she was alive or dead. Unless for tanking extra damage. See you, Space Cowboy. Huh. And we win! What the hell was that thing? No idea, but damaging the stand? Did you say stand? Seemed to have weakened it. Okay, that explains why he did not execute everyone again. Would make sense. Though, I would say that I would suggest that dialogue should appear before. So the player can understand right away that we are fighting the monster while he's weakened. So we get more hyped. Explaining it later, or saying it later just as an explanation, loses its value by a decent amount. Good and all, but can we live? Oh yeah. How? This feels like a filler episode, right? This is the prison, right? But it's a door. You will never go back there again. I would have liked to see at least how this is connected. Like, where's the end? At least let me show them live through the entrance. Or maybe the fight was near the entrance, so there were higher stakes. We were fighting the monster near the entrance that they wanted us to not be able to enter. But at least we have 2 waifus in the team, I suppose. Should I go back to heal? Oh no. Please, something that heals me. Doesn't seem like a healing spot. You know what it means? Get those monsters again! Well, we're screwed. I am self-scamming those, I don't care. Well, we are screwed again. No. Don't go back, don't. Okay. The ceiling, okay. Don't I would suggest to heal the party right after the boss, because most players will just return back. They see the lake and they think, okay, there are more monsters here, I'm not healed, I will not survive a battle. So the player does not know they need to continue. Seeing this map, I think there might be monsters after all. Oh wait, I recognize this section. Hello. It's the guy that gave me the axe again. And this is where we entered, so we are all the way back. Anything else? Aha! We're back in the village. We made a loopsy-loop. Okay, Michael, have a nice adventure. Thanks for coming. There was an obvious stone path. Well, obvious, it was much on the left here, so not very obvious until you go all the way left. And there was an inn somewhere. Ah yeah, further ahead. Since we are here also we can get something. Which we already bought but we lost. A top hat. And I suppose... Let's not have the shoes, please. Okay. The clover, perfect. We have the robe. We don't need the shoes. Okay, they're doing better, right? Yes. We still need to heal, though. The top stone path. Ah! I didn't notice it. Well, we are here, so let's heal. Talking about the exits, though. I would say they... I feel like, yeah, it shows that there is an exit here, but first, it does not make sense that I can bonk on the wall and not go anywhere. Second, would still be very useful visually for the player if all the road convey to the player towards the city or towards the entrance. Or we can make the example here on the stone path. Because I suppose, yeah, you can notice the stone path and assume you can go there, but at the end, everything is an open space. So you can still assume there is something there, but it would be better if the area was shaped in a way that was going towards the spot. I mean, like, for example, having trees covering all over here. So the only hole in the wall of trees is this path. So it's more clear that there is something there. Also because personally I find it a little weird that you can just go on the side of the map and not go anywhere. Capital Boarder. Wait for us. Who are you? Ah, yeah, the party members. And I got stuck. I would strongly suggest when you have cutscenes, especially when they put a party, to use the function gather party members. because all the party members will stay on the same tile and not body block anyone else. Because otherwise you can soft lock the game. Hello, Fortuna City, welcome. Look at what we have. A fairy wing! We ripped it out. Sorry, I was meant to say hello, welcome to the stream. I misspelled the welcome to the stream pretty badly, I know. If all text-to-based game is interacting with an event from... Well, again, it's the first game, so I can understand that developers don't know that the followers body block other events. And even if they know, it's easy to forget at the start, so... The important thing though is to have the game tested, so that people can find this thing if it happens to them. Zoe, Sicarius, where were you two? Lisa told me to wait here, but we got bored. We walked around and we saw that you were here. Welcome back. Okay, what do we keep? Barba is kinda useless. I'm sorry, Barba. Sicarius is nice, but with low defense. Zoe also is decent. And Litzy got useless in the second half of the game. No, let's keep the original team, please. Let's keep the team like this. I don't care about the rest. Hoes are temporary, but bros are forever. Let's go. Ah, it's Castletown. Okay, so we can... And now we got a free heal. Okay. This building is currently off limits. What's gonna be built here? A restaurant. Well, we will visit when it's built. I don't care if you eat here though. Not my restaurant. Hate on it all you want. Okay, at least you're being honest. Renovating. Want some cookie tips? Yes. I got recipes. Cook fish and toast it in bread, you get a fish bread. It's 100 HP and 50 mana. 12 life. Okay, that's pretty great. I forgot to buy more prison bread. Staccato pots are delicious and simple. Cook potatoes and carrots. Steal HP from an enemy. Ah, that's pretty strong. And fish and chips. Fish, fried potatoes in a pan, and there you go. Oh, you restore a lot of mana. Okay, how do I cook those though? How do I cook the... Can I cook anything? Also, I should have saved my money for this one, right? The best gear in town, yes. For the bro. Here we got Praetorian Dagger. This air damage or poison? Poison damage? Huh. I should try to differentiate them, maybe. Why not? Lucky dice, it's weaker. Though it's higher crit chance. This is nice, actually. Always rolls a 6. Maybe this is for... No. Nobody. Plus hit rate, that's nice, to be fair. Crit chance! With the crit build now. Oh, this is huge. That's a lot of defense. Do we have enough money for all of them? No. A barrier? Honey pot. It generates mana. Maximum decreases. Ah, it's a passive. That's actually nice. Can I equip a flail? That's also nice. Okay, I like the idea that you can change what you can equip with an item. I will get the helmet because it seems pretty nice. It's a lot of defense. 16 defense is a lot now. And we get the poison sword. Okay. First the bros. Ah, it also gives other stats. That's much better. And the lucky dice. We lose some stats, but higher crit chance goes well with the critical ring. It means always crit. We can buy another one, maybe. We cannot sell here! That's a scam. How do I sell my stuff now? Oh, there's Paul. Hello, Paul. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see ya. There is the date. The fruit, palm that grows in the desert. It's a plant. Ah, I forgot there was something with that name. I should come one of those days on stream with a date and say, hey, guess what? I got a date! And I pull out the fruit. Wouldn't that be hilarious? And sad at the same time. Mostly sad and hilarious. The poison swamp is attacking the city walls. We cannot go there, okay. We should kill the time. Let's just find the doll again. This guy is scary. I'm a businessman. Want some free money tips? Huh? Thanks, idiot. You feel like you got scammed. I lost 10 gold. I don't have 10 gold. Joke's on you. Also, what do you mean hearing money tips makes you lose money? I'm not paying for them. The doll again. I am Al Patini, Grand Chef, and I need your help, heroes. He gave me my weekly supplies of bell peppers, but I got attacked by a monster. Please help me. Why can I only use some characters here? No. You're my only hope. Well, you should pay us in advance. Or let us use everyone. Do you have a token? No? Scram them. Oh, sorry? Hello, darling. I'm Pitya. Want to buy anything? I would if I can sell items! Take everything I have. Like, we can sell useless stuff, right? Yeah, we're keeping the cursed sword. The old gear. The old dice. Jailer's wand is also weaker, right? I was hoping for more, but the top hats, we don't need them anymore, right? I was hoping for something more to sell, but... The Serenade Herb. This is a late game item, right? Maybe if it heals a lot, we can use it. No, I'm selling it. I'm selling it. Oh, yes! We are getting money! Do we get salad too? Oh, I wish I could cook some, huh? In any game. You made her poorer now. Well, her fault on forgetting to disable selling. It's the rule number 1 when you open a shop in RPG Maker, you know. Never ever leave the sell option active, or you go bankrupt. That has to be the rule number 1. Also shields. Those are huge. Now we got our defense doubled, if not more. Look at those. This is a huge upgrade. We can even afford nothing. I wanted to try the flare, but maybe another time. Also, we don't even have a flare, so I don't know why. Okay, you seem suspicious. Stop, I can't allow you to pass. Or I don't want you to pass. Come on, can't you just let me pass? Okay, why does Chronix want to pass? You shall not pass! We go to Waifu Gandalf. I guess, but I need to warn you first. I'm Mirana, former queen. I'm the guardian of this cave. This cave holds dangerous beasts stronger than any other. Okay. I don't feel like this makes a lot of sense, right? Because there is a very dangerous cave in the middle of a city. Again, in the middle of a city. And there is only a former queen protecting it. There are no guards protecting it. A random child could enter by mistake. If Mirana, for example, falls asleep or has to leave. They were so powerful that they broke out of control and took other monsters and made them stronger. The cave is so deep, not even I know where it ends. Can we enter? I guess, but the cave is no joke. Careful. Enemies with buffed stats and new moves. Okay, that's a good idea. Level is 8. Oh, we can try. We have the team now. Cave of Dread. We cannot leave. Okay. Shoot me X. Or we just beat him up. Yeah, okay, we can do it. Did it do damage? He exploded! I realize now I forgot to buy healing items. So we get healed every floor. Ah, okay, the battle is forced. I see. It's a scripted battle. Which should be focused. Wait, we got fully healed, so we can spam everything. Go. On the strongest one, because maybe it doesn't explode. I don't know. Laser rain, it's 3 times, so it's better, right? Oh, it's more than once even. Strike down. I like the idea of the floors. You can just use whatever you want, and you can finally spam the magics. Electric again. Let's go. Because she's bored. She doesn't have anything better to do, huh? I could keep her company, maybe. Defense doubled by a bit. A bit too much, actually. Nice that we don't take much damage now. I hope it doesn't explode as well. The mage can still cast only one spell, though. And then he's out of mana. Like now. Yes. Do we get experience? Okay. Not a lot, though. Decent amount? Heal, please. Okay. Okay, I would strongly suggest that you disable saving in the cave. Because if a player by mistakes saves on the entrance of the cave, you risk to have a player soft lock the game. Because if the player is not able to beat the cave, they cannot go out. So they are stuck with the save in that slot. Considering that usually players don't save on multiple slots. So if a player uses the same slot and saves on the entrance of the cave, then he has to replay the entire game from scratch because he might not be able to complete the cave. Or at least have a warning. No, not a warning. Just disable saving. At the end, it's not even you can save scam that much. If you lose, you could retry a battle if you saved before, but the battles don't get randomized. We should kill the mushroom later, though. Because it will explode and it's kinda annoying. Also, we're out of mana again. Oh, good critical. I should give the critical thing to more character, though. More characters. Megumin can cast only one spell too, she's still a good mage. Yes, but like if Megumin was there, we would have won. I don't see a winning animation right now, so I would say Megumin does the work better than Iza. At least he still does some damage. Not the healing! That two really don't seem to do much damage. Maybe there is the grand move that attacks every enemy, but I feel like it's not enough. When she does cast it, well, she can cast it, but once usually is enough for her. It's a barely hits sometimes. If it doesn't miss. Megumin doesn't miss, right? How do you even dodge an explosion that big, huh? How do you even miss an explosion? We get a decent experience. Fiery hair. Exit. We have one more. We have more. Okay, how many? Sorry? How many? Maybe we should have kept another attack, huh? We can use 2 spells though. Fire. Better than nothing. And I'm still not... reducing my defense to do more damage. We can go with Gears in Motion. We still do something. I think it's nice. Please don't explode. Nice. At least we got one less. Being a level 2 rogue and passing the dexterity save. Can you? Wait, is it a thing in D&D? You can just avoid explosions? How does it work? How do you dodge an explosion exactly? Wait, it happened live. We were testing the Twitch integration game. The Tunophilian casted a nuke on an enemy, and the enemy dodged the nuke. That was incredible. I hope this is last battle because I don't know how many we... Oh, come on. I don't know how many I can fight. We may want Kid Icarus alive, or Sicarus. The problem is we don't have any healing items, so he has to die. I didn't mean to press defend though. Oops. At least we got a critical. Please don't explode. Sicarus is alive! Yeah, I'm keeping down the Z button. Using 1 or 2 spells is not enough. The game said the cave is long. I wasn't expecting it to be this long though. At least we got new skills, but it's not over. And now I see why it's called Cave of Dread. Let's not go in the Cave of Dread to begin with, maybe? Yeah, good idea, good idea. Okay, though, personally, again, you said the game gets better later. Then why focus this much on battles this early in the game? Why have now... okay, suppose that you have some skills you can use in the dungeon, but at the end you will still end up using basic attacks. So why have a dungeon that focuses on battles this much if still healing the early game you don't have much tactical choice, right? There's a little more here. Maybe we should keep Barba. Because she can recharge her skill attack, which is even better if you don't get healed every floor, right? Though here we still don't have any tactical choices. We have just a basic attack, a slightly stronger attack, an attack that attacks 3 times, but you can use like 2-3 times in battle. Here, same, something that reduces your defense, but is still very low. Here we have a magical attack, which is nice. Here, same, a magical attack, but we can only use once in battle, maybe twice. Also Barba, which is a new spell. You don't ally with your magic attack start. Okay, that's also pretty nice. She's better because she can definitely heal the team better. Ah, it's based on the stuff. That's cool. And... Ah no, wait. No, Barba is the other one. Still pretty nice. And Litzy, similar. She does good damage with Starfall, but after that she's useless. She has 0 attack. So maybe it's better to bring her in the team. To bring Litzy instead of someone else. Because she can cast more spells. Still, the battle system doesn't seem to have much depth now. We just have the attacks. I would suggest maybe while making games to I don't know, if you want to continue making games with battles, I would suggest to try other RPGs, because that's usually where you understand a little better about battles and mechanics. So you can try to try something new and fresh every time. For example, no, not examples, but I would suggest in RPGs to try to get a little honestly I don't know. It's still your first game, so I don't know what to say, which suggestion to give. I would say the suggestion I would give you is to find and understand what you like more about making games. What parts of games you like more? Do you like more creating battles? Do you like more creating stories? Do you like more creating dungeons, forests, maps? And based on that you understand which part you like more, and then on what to focus your games. If you like more battles, you will make a game more focused on battles. If you like more maps, creating maps, you will create a game more based on exploration. So that's that's a suggestion I would give you. And a suggestion which we always give to developers that start making games is always start with small games. Even game jam games if possible. Maybe not as the first one. No, small games. Because the shorter the game is, the earlier you complete it. And the more games you complete, more experience you have. Okay, you can have more experience for my longer games, but if you complete a project, you close it and you publish it, people might play it. Or you can even suggest it to other people so they can give you feedback. And you can see what they liked, what they didn't like, understand what you're good at and what you need to improve. Or what you experimented but you don't want to pursue anymore. Making short games, in my opinion, has better effects to start developing games. You make a game, it's over, you look back to it and you try another game, maybe trying something else. So first you see if you like other sort of game, you like making puzzles more, for example, and at the same time you deepen your knowledge about puzzles, about map events that allow puzzles to work. For one game has battles and you learn about battles, another you learn about events, stuff like this. Unfortunately or fortunately, depends, video games are a very complex art medium. It's not just have something and play it, because the something is not simple. A game, having game as a single subject is a little reductive, right? Because a game is not one thing. A game is a lot of things. It's story, gameplay, character, art style, experience, and all of those things need to stay together, and each of them need to work properly. And at the same time, you can't expect a single person to do all the work alone, right? To do the choice of music, the game design, the story, the character design, the exploration, the experience. But we do. We are solo developers and we have to manage what we can. Which means we don't know everything right away, right? we don't know how to make a good story right away. We don't know how to make a good character right away. But we learn. And we learn by making games. So you're already doing the right thing here by making games. And asking someone for feedback. That's the right way. I don't need to say, right? I don't need. Giving them their own role, personality, and battle capabilities. Yeah, I saw that there's a lot of RPG Maker games that have a boring story. Not because the concept was uninteresting. Not only, but especially because the characters didn't feel present in the story. There were too many games where events happened, the characters talked, but none of them had a personality. And so it felt like dialogue telling you where to go, what to do, what happened. It's like reading the news. Like, this thing happened there, we need to go there. The mage took the stuff from the tower, we need to go to the tower to get the stuff. It's like reading the news, but those are not news. Those are a character living the story, creating the story. I like the comparison. This way they're not just pawns. Each one with one attack and just pops in the party with no fanfare. I feel like we should... I should make some order in Critipedia to see if this thing already appeared in Critipedia or not. I think, yeah, it's the last one, to be fair. It's the last one. Here. Not making the player understand, get to know characters. Which is the same as not introducing them, to be fair. Okay. I don't know if I said it, but I will stop playing here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. You didn't get offended by it, but I always try to say what I have in mind. By being kind sometimes. And I need now to post on Reddit again to find new games to play, huh? Because the list is over finally. We played all the backlog, finally. Let's see, who can we raid now? We can go to Meowie. Let's go. They're playing Just Cutting, Chatting. No, wait, it's called Just Cutting! It's called Just Cutting! Okay, sure, whatever happens. Okay, thanks a lot for coming by. I really appreciate everyone coming by to play some RPG Maker's game every time. Tomorrow no stream, and Friday we continue Octopath Traveler. And Saturday we go on more random RPG Maker games. Thanks for coming by. And we see ya whenever happens.